In this video, we will be talking about the best graphics cards for gaming in 2022. Now, you're probably wondering what the best card is and what will be the best in a few years. Well, don't worry, we got you covered. The first graphics card is the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080. The RTX 3080 is the best graphics card out there today. If you're a current or aspiring 4K gamer, Nvidia's ferocious, field-redefining GeForce RTX 3080 is the only card worth considering. Nvidia has managed this by adding more CUDA cores to this 8nm GPU mix and updated Tensor cores for extra DLSS goodness and 2nd-gen RT cores to make with the ray-traced pretties. The RTX 3080 has been highly inflated for the past 2 years, but the original retail price is $699. Regarding sheer power, the RTX 3080 boasts one of the most significant generational leaps in GPU history, delivering a 50 to 80% performance boost over the RTX 2080 and a 20 to 30% boost over the RTX 2080 Ti. The second graphics card is the AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT. The RX 6800 XT provides a massive boost in performance and features relative to the previous generation RX 5700 XT. AMD, this generation has been on the memory front, covering bandwidth and capacity. The RX 6800 XT comes with 16GB of GDDR6 across a 256-bit bus for a bandwidth of 512GB per second. That means AMD has Nvidia's 10GB RTX 3080 on the ropes in terms of capacity but falls slightly behind in raw bandwidth to the RTX 3080's 760GB per second. At $649, AMD's Radeon RX 6800 XT clears a niche for itself in the market of recently released graphic cards. The RX 6800 XT can hold its own against the RTX 3080 in many cases, with exceptional performance at 1080p and 1440p plus decent chops in 4K. It may not have much to offer regarding ray tracing, but that's still not a widely implemented feature in games. The RX 6800 XT may regain some ground when AMD launches its Fidelity FX Super Resolution feature. The third graphics card is the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3060 Ti. One of the newer arrivals in the RTX 3000 line, this graphics card punches way above its weight class, delivering a performance that could rival the RTX 2080 Super while keeping its price tag incredibly affordable for most people. At $399, the RTX 3060 Ti is 20% cheaper than the RTX 3070. While 17% less capable in core count than its pricier sibling, the RTX 3060 Ti makes up for it with some reasonable GPU boost frequencies. That partially explains why the RTX 3060 Ti can be within 17% to just single digits off the pace of the RTX 3070, despite operating at a silicon disadvantage. And if you plan on gaming in 4K, you can even do that, if just barely. You'll have to make some compromises on settings and skip the ray tracing. The only genuine concern is the lack of VRAM. 8GB is mostly enough, but some games are starting to push beyond that threshold. The fourth graphics card is the AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT. AMD's Radeon RX 6700 XT is the new entry-level graphics card in the company's RX 6000 generation. The 6700 XT has AMD's Navi 22, which has the same GPU cores as the previous generation RX 5700 XT. Still, significantly higher clock speeds and more cache give it about a 25% boost to performance at higher settings and resolutions. At $480, the RX 6700 XT is a solid 1440p performer. It comes with full DirectX ray tracing support and implements the full DirectX 12 Ultimate features list, including variable rate shading, mesh shaders, and sampler feedback. AMD had to increase the power limits. Considering the smaller die and reduced VRAM, usually, we'd expect a significant drop in power requirements compared to the RX 6800. The fifth graphics card is the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3070. For an incredible marriage of performance and price, you can't do better than the new Nvidia RTX 3070. RTX 3070 is also impressive for its ability to match the top-string Turing graphics card. The RTX 3070 does that without forcing you to compromise on settings for most games. At $499, this latest model offers up to 5,888 CUDA cores that can run at a decent clip with a 1,730 MHz boost clock. The ray tracing performance will fully immerse you in your games thanks to its RT cores. It also includes 8 GB of GDDR6, so you'll have plenty of memory for game textures and frame buffer. This card can do some 4K if that's your aim, but it's best suited for maxing out on 1440p. And please don't forget to like and subscribe.